Hi, I'm Toshi Maeda, and welcome back to J Stories, where we showcase solutions from Japan for the world's problems. In some countries in Africa, water contamination is a serious issue. In Tanzania, for instance, about 80% of the drinking water there is deep groundwater, and the majority contains high levels of fluoride, a chemical element that can lead to serious health problems such as bone deformities. But the water contamination may be eased by tea bags with crystal technology developed by a Japanese university. Shinshu University in Nagano, Japan has developed a new crystal material called Shindai crystal, which developers say has a strong ability to absorb not only fluoride but also materials like lead and chlorine. In an effort to use this technology to purify contaminated drinking water, the university has been conducting research since 2018 in Tanzania, conducting extensive water quality surveys and tests. Simply by soaking tea bags containing the new crystals, researchers say contaminated water can be turned into safe drinking water. The team is now aiming to commercialize this simple purification method. The university's research team told J Stories, quote, "Our immediate goals are to purify water in Japan and to solve the fluoride contamination problem in Tanzania. Once we have solved those problems, we would like to start working on the problem of arsenic in the tap water of certain areas in the United States," unquote. Next, a unique service to turn broken fencing saws into kitchen knives and medals. Fencing saws, which are as flexible as bamboo, are often broken or cracked and discarded as early as 1 month after being used in intense matches and practices. Is there not a way to reuse the countless saws that are just thrown away? Earlier this year, a long-held wish of Japanese athletes was put into action as an SDGs project with the help of some businesses. The recycling project was spearheaded by Kazuyasu Minobe, who brought Japan its first gold medal in the men's epee fencing team at last year's Tokyo Olympics. The project was then undertaken by a steel maker in Fukui Prefecture, where Mr. Minobe was born. The company has experience in handling special steel called Marajing steel, which is used in aircraft and rockets, and also in fencing saws. The company has made a prototype of a kitchen knife from broken saws, saying it was able to achieve a usable level of hardness and sharpness. In the future, the company plans to also turn them into metals and hopes to collect broken saws from not only across Japan, but from all over the world. Finally, a bigger and ambitious project in space. Japan's space agency JAXA is starting an experiment as early as this year with the aim of realizing solar power generation in space. According to JAXA's plan, solar energy is collected and electricity is generated in space and then sent to the ground for use as power. Space solar power generation is not affected by weather conditions on Earth and can secure and generate solar energy with higher efficiency. It is also called a dream power generation system that does not emit carbon dioxide. The first step is to put solar panels into satellite orbit for testing. And this is going to be done by Japan's latest robotic cargo spacecraft called HTV-X, which will be launched as early as this year. Other countries' space agencies like NASA have started similar projects before. However, most attempts have stalled due to the high cost and technical challenges. The Japanese government has set a goal of achieving carbon neutrality by 2050 and is counting on this solar power generation technology to help achieve that goal. But the road to practical use may still be long. The power generated by solar energy is sent from space to the ground via microwaves and reconverted into electricity. But there are still technical barriers to the long-distance transmission of microwaves. That said, practical use of this technology may happen in the near future as international competition is heating up with the United States and China stepping up their own development. That's all for this week from J Stories. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more solutions and inspirations from Japan.